Hello folks, welcome back to the latest home video review from us here at FlickDirect, and today's home video review is Shazam on 4K. Now, if you guys did not catch Shazam while it was in theater, Shazam follows a kid, Billy Batson, played by Asher Angel, who, after one day of trying to stand up for his little brother who is being picked on by bullies, he runs into a wizard named Shazam who transfers his powers over to him, and he discovers that when he says the word Shazam, he is transformed into his more adult self, played by Levi, and it turns out that he must defend the world from the 7 deadly sins, and not just that, but Thaddeus Sivana, played by Mark Strong. Now, when I saw Shazam in theaters, I absolutely loved it. I love the performances, the action sequences, the comedy, the drama, its big heart, but mainly, I love that this film was essentially big meets a superhero film, and that this film was more of a coming of age film about a guy about a superhero that's just trying to discover himself rather than a guy that's constantly fighting crime all the time. And that was a really fresh bit on the genre itself. I gotta tell you guys that on home video in 4K, I loved this movie even more. So I laughed harder. There was a couple of spots I'm not gonna lie, I teared up at. Shazam easily is one of the best superhero films out there. So going into video quality, this film is presented in a 2.4:1 aspect ratio with the 4K, and the 4K in this movie absolutely shines. Now, this is what I'll say right now in terms of visual effects. One of my biggest issues with Shazam was that the 7 deadly sins weren't all that good looking. On home video, the 7 deadly sins just do not look that great. But really, in terms of visual effects, that's the only thing that's not like a sore thumb in both the home video release and the theatrical release. Other than that, the visual effects look outstanding. For when you see when Freddy puts his hand right next to the lightning bolt on the costume, it looks great. For when you see Shazam firing the lightning bolt, it looks great. And one of my bigger issues with the theatrical release is sometimes when they fly didn't look so great. I found out that this was actually improved in the home video release, because when you see Shazam flying for the very first time, it looked I thought it looked a whole lot better. What I love about the new DCEU films is that when it comes to previous films, the previous films had just more of a darker tone to them, where in Shazam and Aquaman, but Shazam specifically, this film has such a brand saturated color palette. The reds, especially from Shazam's suit, I feel like are even more saturated, and the quality for this film, the 4K, is so good that when you see the close-ups of the suit, the details look amazing, especially the lightning bolt. The light looks amazing. The skin tones also look great. Nothing seems overwashed, oversaturated, or underexposed. Seriously, this film looks great on 4K, minus the 7 deadly sins, but that's about it. Going into the audio quality, the film sounds terrific. Now, Shazam is presented on a Dolby Atmos track, and the Dolby Atmos for this film sounds amazing. One of the things I especially loved, what I noticed, was that when Shazam is firing his lightning, or when lightning strikes just happen, there is a good sense of bass to every lightning strike, and the bass, just the sound effect, it was really satisfying. Just look out for the scene where Levi says, "Lightning from my hands, lightning from my hands." It made me laugh even more so, and just feeling that bass, again, satisfying. Also, not to mention the score by Benjamin Wallfish is great. It's just it's a very inspiring score. And going into the special features, this film has plenty of great special features. Now, one thing I was not expecting was a gag reel, because typically in superhero films, from what I have seen, there's usually not a gag reel from what I have noticed, and I was so happy to see that Shazam had a gag reel, because Shazam really is a comedy in most aspects, and seeing the characters just banter. There's a specific reel in which you see Freddy, who is played by Jack Glazer, I think, or Dylan Glazer. I'll put the name right here. I'm so sorry. If you guys remember the part of the film where he was trying to think of the superhero names to when he's trying to stand up to himself against the bullies, the names he kept coming out with, I was laughing so hard. And not to mention, they go over making the process of the film and how David F. Sandberg was finishing up Annabelle creation when he got the call of asking him if he wanted to do Shazam. And another really cool featurette was seeing the audition tapes, especially from Zachary Levi, who apparently was auditioning for the adult Freddy, in which they said to him, "Dude, you should play Shazam." And I'm really happy, because I cannot see really anyone else playing Shazam but Zachary Levi. So all in all, what we have here is not only a phenomenal superhero film, but you have great audio, fantastic video, and some awesome special features. So really, if you guys love Shazam, and if you're looking forward to picking this up on home video on 4K, pick this movie up and have a great time with the whole family. Yes, you know what? Bring the whole family and watch this movie. It really is a great coming-of-age superhero film. Alright guys, and that was my home video review of Shazam. Guys, please comment down and let me know below. Were you guys picking this up in 4K when it hit store shelves? Let me know below. If you guys want to see any of our previous 2 home video reviews, please click either right there or there. And of course, until our next home video review, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, guys.